The world awakes once more, in the 1450 Saracens the era of Saracen Tertius, legend of old, and tensions have risen in the land. In the far dust wastes of Obethia, the empire stirs, the desire to expand unsated still. Alarathoth, below them, attracts allies and mercenaries to take back the land Obethia conquered generations ago. Northeast of them, the Republic of Ulmanland attempts to secure ties and alliances to protect their weak borders. But unbeknownst to them, they have a disaster coming from within. Mudwalia, west of them, continues to industrialize and secure their place in the world as a national power. East of Ulmanland, the Fairney Sultanate and Grimnoth's Confederacy clash. Racial hatreds and beliefs are soon to come to a head and explode in a war that will swallow Grimnoth's, Fairneys, and anyone else caught in between. The Carlaginians, though, sit in their high palaces and manors, watching and waiting for their moment to strike. As they clash, rumblings can be felt in the north as the land of Shalia shakes with what some are calling the return of the giants. Some even say they saw a tribe of people that follow their steps, barbaric, vicious, and fanatic people they are. The bordering country of Cloudwatch stays within their glamoured forests and homes, persecuting any and all invaders who dare enter their self-imposed isolation, although such isolation can never last forever. South lies the great trade kingdom of Cilia, where gold flows like wine and intrigue grips tighter than any king on the throne. And further still lies Saiyan, their grand religious figure is close to the end of his life, and soon a power vacuum shall sweep through the country. Who will fill the role, and what will their goal be? West of Saiyan, in a land long since dead and decayed, Tekinti grasps at the dirt. Hushed whispers of things to come and crazed stories escape the black forests and marshes, tales of something truly monstrous to come. But last of all are two eastern countries of Drathia and Uxridge. Drathia plans their next crusade, their zeal and beliefs unmatched. Uxridge, on the other hand, attempts to quell the ever-increasing power of the Oculus, which is where we will now find our adventurers, in the city of Rankmire. The reasons for arrival all different, but their goals will soon unify them. And now, we will start with who would ever like to go first, to introduce themselves to the city and why they're there.
Alright, great. So after that silence, I guess it'll be me again. Alright, so I am playing...
After you, it can be... what else?
We can just go counterclockwise. Or whatever.
Okay.
I am Sheska Alterac, a half-elf bard who has been traveling with caravanners, traveling merchants, and has been moving around after she relatively set up her parents somewhat comfortably, and is now moving with a group of adaptive and slightly underhanded individuals. She has red hair and carries a few instruments on her back. She seems confident. She has an effortless focus and attentiveness to her, I think. At least to an untrained eye or a passerby might think that she wasn't paying that much attention. But she's got a few baubles and strips of skirt and various bits of jewelry that show her travels and are small trophies and mementos of where she's been, what she's accomplished, all those sorts of things. And there's James.
Look who finally decided to join us.
Oh my god, is it Jolly himself?
It's
Yeah.
the jolliest.
It's Jolly.
Get your ass in here.
Oh, yeah, especially right now.
Where have you been?
At a stupid family party that I've been telling my parents, hey, we need to go for the past 50 minutes.
You know what? How dare they have a good time?
I know. I am feeling the exact same fucking thing.
Why don't you just make your own way home?
What?
It's kind of hard to walk where it takes a minute to drive there.
That would have been way longer. We'd still be waiting. Alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
We only did two
Well,
introductions.
we, that
One
wasn't
to
that wasn't
the
the
world
plan.
and
So
then
who's
one
next?
person.
yeah, following a few paces behind, you'll see a man with brown hair, lighter skin, and his around his eyes there are marks of burns kind of streaking downwards. Similarly, out of his mouth as well. Kind of nondescript, does not carry a weapon on him.
There you go. Nondescript. That's about as nondescript as you can be.
Very nice.
Yup. Crazy how that works, huh?
Okay, who's next? Why am I doing this? Planes?
Give everyone an idea of what we're doing here, who we are. All right. Tara, Synod, Josh. Who are you? What do you look like? And what brings you to the town?
Here, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm trying to figure shit out. My computer's kind of eating shit.
That's a mood.
It is. It truly
I
is.
spent like the first 15 minutes of this resetting my mouse settings because they fucking broke and no longer have my persistent profile. And I'm like, God, what is this shitty DPI? And I realized it was under 3,000, so I barely could move my mouse.
Nice.
Oh god.
Oh goodness. Mute yourself in roll 20 so we don't echo.
You're doing the same thing, man.
Am I talking
Oh
to
wait,
roll
no,
20?
no, you're not. It's Jeremy. Oh no, okay, it's just the one I already muted. Never mind.
Okay, I guess I'll go.
Mhm.
So, he's Cell. He's a dragonborn, barbarian. Don't really just have a bunch of raggedy old clothes. I have a sickle. That's about all you notice. Big and tall because it's from a farm, but or at least it looks like he's a farmer. And I'm just kind of like not really confident. Don't really know what's going on, and just kind of clueless and just wandering around.
Fair enough, fair enough. Very good. Tara, would you like to introduce yourself?
Seraphina is a Lightfoot halfling. On one arm, she carries a shield, and on the other, an owl, is perched on her forearm. I don't know what else to say.
Well, I mean, that's all we really need. Just who you are. Don't even have to have a reason to be here.
I'm just here because I'm lost. I
That's
didn't know
actually
where
a
else to
terrific
go.
reason.
She needs a little-
Failure.
Huh?
Have you introduced yourself yet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
he was the
I think we
nondescript
have
nobody.
Would be me.
Synod and Jolly.
All right, and we won't introduce you yet.
So nondescript, in fact, that you forgot that he described himself.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh.
Crazy, huh? I'm
Well-
already in character.
And James, you've introduced yourself.
I have not.
Oh.
I
Go ahead.
am a 3-foot tall, very tan gnome who has flower tattoos across his arms and a little bit over his neck. At the moment, they are of a very green and wooded forest that have branches that run across his arms and his body that are very naughty. His eyes are very green and sparkly that seem to almost be without worry and full of energy. He has pointed ears that have earrings all the way up them and gauges at the bottom. They're about an inch across on each ear.
I dig it. Sorry.
And his clothes are very boring, but they look very soft and handmade. He has a satchel that he carries across his body, and the only thing that you really notice weapon-wise is a small cane on his left hip that is almost like a walking stick that is twisty on the bottom, has a metal base and a top that the handle piece is like a mushroom. And he has a green hat that's kind of dorky and that you would imagine a little kid would wear. and it looks like leaves were folded together and woven into one, and it's very dorky.
Very nice. Alright, alright. Well, these 5 adventurers will approach the Guilty Inn Tavern.
There's 6 of us.
No.
Don't worry, one will be arriving very soon.
Okay.
You arrive into the tavern where ale flows and the gold flows just as any other river does. In a soft corner, you see a number of dwarves and what could be considered a half-elf, combined with a number of humans gambling away their debts. In a small corner, off to the side, there is what looks like a bard, but he doesn't seem quite good, but I don't think anyone can really tell. Smoke and ale fill the atmosphere. But near the entrance, you notice a rickety old table. A lone stranger sits there, but his young face and soft features betray him. His nervous ticks and tapping feet only exacerbate the problem as his eyes dart all over to whoever enters. You'd think he may be looking for something. As you all take a seat, will any of you order an ale, will any of you order something to eat, or do you just want to take a seat?
Nipsey will order a couple of drinks
Nipsey.
right away.
Alright, go ahead, Nipsey. You'll approach the bar. You'll see a barman whose left eye is slightly scarred, blinding him, and his mustache is quite nice, I'd say. Brown, auburn hair. What would you like?
Nipsey will walk up to the bar and... How tall is it?
It definitely is over you. You're gonna need to hop on top of the stool to even be
Okay.
towards the counter.
Nipsey will walk up and hop onto the bar and take his time doing it, being very dramatic and goofy about it. And he'll get up and kind of situate himself onto the bar. Excuse me.
Yes. Hello.
I'll
Little struggle
have.
there, I see.
Say that again.
A little bit of a struggle getting up top of there, but no problem.
Yes,
See,
it's
you
a.
managed it.
Nipsey will look down and his eyes will perk open and have kind of like a frightened air about them. Yes, it's very far up here. It's a little difficult. But I will take 2 pints of your finest ale, please.
All right. That'll be let's call that 8 coppers.
Nipsey will pull out 8 coppers and will dig through his bag, and it will take him a minute because he's got a lot of stuff in it. And it'll rummage around with different noises and all sorts of shenanigans could be going in there. But he'll finally find it after forever and then place it on the bar with a giant smile.
All right. One moment, little man. We'll have that right out for you. The bartender leaves to the back room, hoping to reach the bottom cellar and get you just the coolest ale you could possibly taste. He returns with 2 mugs, frothy and filling to the top, almost pouring over, and sets them on the bar, each one about as big as your arm, almost.
Nipsey will just evilly giggle. And
Don't go
then
too crazy there, little one.
he'll look at him and then kind of look back down, look up at the barman. Will you hand them to me when I step down?
The barman lets out a hearty laugh. He nods his head and says, "Of course." As you step down, he grabs both mugs, walks around the bar side, and brings them to you. Very, very kind.
Nipsey will just smile again and go and sit back down with everyone else.
Is this place not handicap
Alright.
accessible?
Anyone?
Are we in a group?
No.
You haven't met each other yet.
Oh.
You don't even know of each other yet.
Okay.
So would anyone else like to approach the bar or do anything?
Yeah,
just-
I'll approach Nipsey. And then probably head to the bar after that, unless anyone else wants to go first.
Oh, no takers.
No takers, alright. while he's walking away from the bar, I'm gonna kind of squat down to his level and be like, "Hello, little man. I see you have ordered 2 drinks. Not merely for yourself."
Nipsey will look at them with like anticipation in his eyes and look back up at you. No, they're both for me. I'm really quite excited to sit down with them. I've been waiting for them all day long, and it's a great adventure and
Ah,
quite exciting to get up to the bar. And I've worked really hard for them. I'd be very willing to get you one if you would like one, but these ones are mine.
oh, I will be fine, my friend. Perhaps you would like some company, though. It's not good to drink alone.
I would love that. I will be sitting at the table in the corner, and he'll point both of his mugs in that general area.
All right, I will be with you shortly. Would you like something to eat?
A lot of fruit, if they have it.
Fruit. Uh-oh. A long fruit?
A lot.
Lot
A-
fruit.
ALOT space FRUIT.
I'm sorry, I am not literate.
That's okay. Neither am I.
Okay. I will get up and make my way over to the bar while kind of waving at Griffey. What's your character's name?
Sheska.
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 Jessica? I'll
Sheska.
kind of wave Sheska over. Jessica?
SHE.
What
Well,
was your
I'll type it
failure?
out.
Haven't introduced myself yet.
There, it's in roll 20.
I'll wave over Sheska
Yeah.
as I make my way to the bar, and I'll lean over the bar to the bartender and be like, "Good man, what do you have for foods? What's exciting?"
Well, we do have a bit of a hog. One of our men starts it off in the roast. We begin at about, say, 4 or 5 in the morning. Let it roast for about 10 hours. Good smoke.
Oh, that
And
sounds
it's tender off the
delightful.
meat. I agree,
Yes,
sir.
I think I will. I think I will have me one of those. Cheska, you want anything?
Yes, of course I do. What do you have that's in like travel size? Anything like a falafel or a taco or something that I can walk and eat with at the same time?
The bartender leans to the nondescript looking man and whispers, "What in the bloody hell is a taco?"
You must pardon my companion here. We've been traveling a long ways. We've come across many different foods, and our appetites and our gluttony has evolved a little.
They have them in the
Right.
Sultanate. Do you not know
Alright,
about that?
I'm just... Sultanate, lady, I'm barely making enough to live here as it is. Do you think I can get over there?
I guess not.
Don't worry about it. He takes out his pencil and he takes out a notepad, writes down Takeo, and slaps it on the back of the
Right.
bar.
Of course.
Yes.
He spells
Jeremy, take a
it.
look at
Perhaps
this.
we will
You're
just
gonna want to make that
do-
one day.
Perhaps we will just do 2 of the porks. Yes. Would you have a lot fruit?
A lot of fruit? You mean a lot of fruit?
A lot fruit. I'm not entirely sure. The little man with the 2 ales says he wanted a lot fruit.
Oh, you mean stuff. All right, one moment. Let me see what I got here. He rummages around under the cabinet looking for something a gnome could eat. He pulls out a elongated yellowish fruit.
Almost.
At the tips are black.
Mmm.
Is it a weird banana?
Crazy.
Is it a banana?
Phallic looking?
Maybe. So, your lady friend may not know this, but we got something of our own. You may not have, heard of it, you fancy folk. Maybe you have, but we got something called bananas. You're gonna want to see this, sir. He begins to rip at the tip of the banana, revealing a white undercoat. You give that to him. You tell me what you think.
How beautiful. I think I may have one myself as well.
He grabs another and hands it to you. 2 porks and 2 bananas, so that's gonna come out to a silver and 3 coppers.
Sheska, are you drinking today?
Of course I'm drinking. What do you have in the mid shelf?
Oh, well, we got a very nice, good year here. It's been aging for, I think since my son's been born. That's why we call it the Jimmy. The Jimmy's about 11 years old, give or take. I barely remember my own son, but he's a good fella.
Ah,
It's a mixture of our lighter wines with a heavier ale. It starts off quite sweet before it hits the back of your throat and really gives it a good kind of sting.
is it commemorative for your son?
Yes, I bottled quite a few on this year. I figure my son, well, it's a great tribute to him and all that he's worth. if you get what I mean, worth and all. Yeah, I was never good for jokes.
Understandable.
Don't tell my wife.
Understandable. We'll take the bottle.
All right. Would you like just 2 cups, or would you like the whole bottle?
The whole bottle, and bring 3 glasses, please.
All right. With that added, it's gonna come out to 2 silvers, 3 coppers.
2 silvers, 3 coppers. Take 3 silver, please.
Oh, you're too kind, sir. He grabs the coins and jimmies them into his apron, smiling all the while. And then he heads into the back to prepare your food, as well as grabbing the bottle from the top shelf. Or the middle shelf, sorry.
We'll go sit down next to Nipsey.
You hear some yelling in the back, a few laughs, something about short people and why couldn't quite hear over the loud noise. But he returns with the 3 glasses, the bottle, 2 porks, and 2 bananas. Or, I guess, another banana. Y'all enjoy your meal.
We will. Thank you, kind sir.
And with that, will anyone else like to have something to eat, drink, or just settle down?
Seraphine is gonna approach the bar and ask for a basket of onion rings and a bowl of frogs.
Onion rings
This
and
is a
salt.
fantasy world, right?
All right,
Like-
lady. I know we got some
know what
strange
the
things
hell.
out here. You saw a lady have a banana. I know you've never seen that before, but like a bowl of frogs. This what? What are you even gonna do with that?
for
Eat
the
'em.
bird.
Do you not want like a mouse instead? We have that. We have plenty of those.
Sure.
Bet they
Some
got
help
plenty
with
of mice.
Sure, I'll take him out. A mouse, mice.
He rubs away some sweat from his brow, and you think you hear under his breath, "Thank you." So he's gonna get the mice. What else did you order? Sorry.
Like something fried. If
Oh, yeah,
they have that.
Rings. Well, we don't have onion rings. We do a bloomin' onion though. I think it's kind of similar.
Sure,
We
I'll
got this
take
little
that.
sweet sauce we dip it in, kind of creamy. All right, we'll get you that. The mice free, no charge. You know, actually, this meal's free for doing this. No problem.
Why, thank you, kind sir. And then once she gets her food, she takes it and sits next to where the what were the names?
Sheska and Nipsey.
Nipsey and Cheska, but like at the table next to them because she usually sits in the back corner.
Okay.
And then she takes off her shield, and anybody who's looking notices that she doesn't have her right hand.
Hello, stranger.
It's kind of just like cut off. Yeah. Hello. How are you?
Can't complain. Yourself?
Oh, I'm great.
It's always lovely to hear. What brings you by these birds?
I just came for these blooming onions. They're really good. You should try one.
I will. Would you like a bite of my pork?
No, thank you. I don't eat meat.
Okay. Do it yourself. And I'm gonna continue eating. Do you have a name, stranger?
Seraphina. And yours?
Bellicose. It's a beautiful name, Seraphina.
Thank you.
All right.
As you removed your shield, Serafina, you also
Yeah.
noticed that the barman kind of raised his eyebrows, but also gave you a nod of respect. I think he too understands the trials of not having all one's wits about themselves.
Alright, alright.
But he also then heads into the back and starts laughing something about mice and a crazy lady.
Yeah. Not what I
Motherfucker's
expected.
actually just watching the world burn around him and is having fun with it.
Yeah.
Will anyone else approach the bar and have a meat, drink, or anything else?
Yeah, I'll go next. Nobody else wants to.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so Zell walks up to the bar, approaches the bartender, asks what kind of meat he has available.
Well, we got that pork roast I just served over there. Quite nice, I must say. Very tender. We have a, we don't get much fish, at least not in Rakemeyer. Laudo has some good stuff there, though. We got a salmon. This one thing, it's got some wicked teeth at the front, but it tastes like any other fish, I'd say.
All right, Zell will just ask for a nice fat slab of the pork, but just raw, not cooked, and just
Alright.
just a nice tall thing of ale.
Alright. I know you Dragonborn folk like your meat a bit on the rarer side. You get it, because you're... Alright, never mind. That's gonna be 8 copies.
Give him a grimace.
I need to stop joking. Alright, that'll be 8 coppers, sir. And you can just take away 8 coppers from your sheet and I'll count it.
Okay.
Yep.
I pull.
He hands you...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, okay. He hands you a large cup full of brimming ale, frothy and all. And then he kind of throws his eyebrows up as he thinks about how to get the meat, runs to the back. You hear some more talking. You hear a knife unsheath, and then a howl,
Oh, but
and then some more cutting. And he returns back out, his apron a bit bloodier for wear. He's smiling, tosses a big old slab of meat on the counter for you, and gives you a nice smile and says, "Happy doing business with you."
Zell just takes the plate and walks to a corner, to some empty table in the corner, without saying anything to the bartender. He leans his warhammer up against the edge of the table and just demolishes the slab of meat in like under a minute.
Holy shit, this man can eat.
Some of the patrons start looking over. They're quite intrigued. One of them even offers to buy another plate to see how fast you can get through it.
Zell looks up at him and gives him an affirming nod. Means yes.
All right, Tullius, another.
Another.
He runs into the back. You hear some more cutting. You don't hear a howl this time. And he returns with another plate.
Oh,
Once the
well.
plate is faced in front of Zell, he looks down on it and eats it faster than the last.
Mhm.
Okay.
You start hearing some claps go around. Some people laugh. Others kind of grimace and don't know what to say. Some are just in awe of you. By the entrance to the lonely table, there sits the young-faced stranger. He kind of throws his eyebrows up, but he's also... You wouldn't say it was respect, but he's... I guess you could say impressed, and to some degree. And will that be all for everyone? Has everyone had their fill, had their drink?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Alright. As you all start settling into the atmosphere, the bard who was playing from before starts to pick up his tempo. You think he maybe have just been pretending to be worse than he was? Or maybe he just let the ale get to him. And the tavern returns to its hum and drum. Until suddenly, it feels as though the air were kind of turning static, almost. And with a sudden gush, wisping, howling wind pushes all the doors, all the tables, everything apart. An explosion of smoke envelops the tavern. Tavern patrons cough. They have their vision blur. Your eyes start to form with tears. You cannot see, you cannot hear, you do not see anything. It is a mess of panic. But as the mist begins to disperse and the yelling and screaming of the other patrons clears, a figure stands in the midst of the tavern. Intricate tattoos and marks all along their body paint a picture of a war that has been waged on their skin. You do not know yet what they are doing here, who they are, why they're here. But the man who was sitting at the entrance with his face so young and so scared, he runs to a woman and speaks. I don't, what? He stops and composes himself before speaking. Who are you?
Oh, is that me? Right.
You're kidding.
Shh.
Nipsey will lean over to Phalia's character and go, "Think he's new in town?
There is a chance, but I don't
He
know
doesn't.
yet.
He doesn't seem to know who he is. Must be the first session or something.
Could be, yes, could be. I do not know what this first session you speak of is, but I would want to agree with you here. You sound like you know what you speak of.
Yes, I am. I'm very smart. I know exactly what's going on.
and he will just
The young man repeats once again to you, his eyes staring into yours, open and full of fear. Who are you?
Hi. I'm 23. And
He
I kind of drop a sack of what sounds like cluttering items that have been wrapped up in a rag of some sort onto the ground to kind of present a hand to this man. Nice to meet you. I think.
He goes to he goes to shake your hand, but as he does and clasps it firm, he notices there's, with all the scars, the marks, and the tattoos, there is something missing. Oh no. Do you know where you are? The tavern patrons begin to lean in closer, interested in the tales of this strange figure.
Well, this isn't the cellar. I don't really know, and 23 kind of reaches up to scratch his head, and he has long, lanky, greasy hair that may have been a color, but now it just looks like dirt. And just kind of looks at this person that he has no clue of, and just completely confused. I just stepped in the master's circle and asked to leave, and here I am. Kind of looks down at his hand, and still outstretched.
He reaches to finally shake your hand, and then speaks once more. I don't know anything about this master or circle, but I do know one thing. There's no mark on you. No mark of the Oculus. You see, we do things a bit differently here, and it's hard to say, but we'll have to escort you to Temple Oculus. But don't worry. If you wish to stay here a moment longer, you'll just have to get that mark. Here, if you follow me, I'll lead you there myself, no trouble. And you may also get, referred to as an undeciphered. Don't worry, it's just some term for those undocumented oculites like yourself. It's a rare occurrence, We don't get much like you.
What? I don't know what it... Do you have any scraps? And his stomach kind of growls beneath the rags that he's wearing.
At that, Bellicose will shout over. Young man, would you like something to eat? I don't have much left, but it's yours if you want it.
You have scraps for me? And 23 will just immediately kind of dash over and lean on your shoulder. What is it?
I
It
believe it's
looks
pork.
better than what... Is it good?
I have quite enjoyed it, yes. I'll push the plate over to him and refresh the glass of wine and shift that over as well and say, please, you must try it with this. It's a delightful pairing.
All of this? For me?
Yeah, I was done with it. You may have it.
Wow. Thank you. And he just digs in with his hands and starts shoving pieces of pork into his mouth without even glancing at the glass of wine.
The younger stranger laughs a bit. Some of the other patrons slap each other on the back, noticing that the tension in the bar is returning to normal, that all things are, starting to settle. Until one of the tavern patrons begins to approach Belkos. You hear the young man whisper under his breath, "Oh no." The tavern patron lifts up the hand of Belkos. "Look what we have ourselves here, boys! We got ourselves a blind!" He lifts up the hand to all the tavern patrons, noticing that the mark of the oculus is also missing from your hand.
Hello?
Do you have anything?
Hello?
You think you could just do this to us?
You're a regular
You know what we
premise.
do with the blinds, don't you, boys? And all the tavern patrons begin to turn. They all start to look a bit angrier, a bit
Oh,
menacing.
please, I did not mean to
And they all start
offend.
to
I did not
chant.
mean to.
Unveil! 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 The young man turns to 23 and says, "I'm sorry, you're gonna have to see this." And the patron who lifted Belkos's arms, or lifted his arm, looks at Belkos straight in the eyes. "That's right, we unveil them. We figure out their secrets and their worth. What's your name, stranger?"
Bellicose, good man.
Oh, the Oculus is gonna love you. And another begins to lift a halfling up by their only arm, noticing the mark missing from them as well. "I found another one over here, some strange half-breed." The owl perched on the woman's hand begins to peck and gnaw at the man. Ow! Oh, fucking bird! "Over here too, a stocky halfling. This one." A man lifts the arm, or rather, entire body, of a little gnome who struggles to stay somewhat stable.
If he's gonna try and pick him up, he's gonna Nipsey's gonna take out his cane on his hip and hit him in the head with it.
And he does. And the man stares back. Fucker.
He'll just
Okay, everybody calm down. I feel like we have gotten a little out of hand here. Pardon the turn of phrase. We are strangers to your lands. Please, explain what we have done to offend you. We will rectify this to the best of our ability.
And at that, 23 will raise his head from his plate of pork and look at Bellicose and just, kind of with adoration, like the pork is the best thing he's ever had in his life, and just say, "Is there a killing going on? Are we fighting? Is this a trial?" And
And
his
some would say, "Fight!" Whatever
And at
this
that-
thing is too, it ain't one of us. The rowdy patron grabs the hand of a blue dragonborn to lift it to the sky. "You know what to do, lads." Bellicose, Cheska, Serafina,
What?
Nipsey, 23, and
You can just say everybody.
oh my god, Fel. You are all having your hands lifted to the sky, being shown to everyone that you are missing the hand of the Oculus, the eye of the Oculus. And all the tavern patrons are shouting. There are dozens upon dozens of them in this entire tavern. Would you rather... You have a few choices here. Would you like to attempt to fight them all? Would you like to go with them? Or would you like to escape?
I'm gonna use
I'm
prestidigitation
gonna
to
try
make
to
the
escape.
image appear on my arm.
It would appear.
Yeah.
Alright,
Make-
go ahead and cast it.
Okay. It's just a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Sleight of hand. I don't know what happened there. Sleight of hand. Wild.
Yes? No? What are we doing?
Oh, what'd you cast as your image?
The image of the Oculus
Onto your hand?
onto my arm or wherever it is they've been looking at the other people's stuff.
One of the patrons notices the form begin to take shape onto your hand. Bloody fucking witch.
Nice.
Remus! Remus! Take a look at this. She knows magic, this one. Trying to fake the hand of the Oculus. What
Did
do you
somebody
think we
say
are,
magic?
dumb? Idiots?
Nipsey from the corner. Well, I just hit you in the head. So, yeah, I think so. I bet it's not the first time that you've been hit on the head, because your face? Ooh. Oh.
Remus, the one who initially grabbed Bellicose, lets out a laugh at your remark. The little one's got some spite, some fire in him. Oh, the Oculus loves to see this. Sadly, you're not gonna see him. He begins to shout, calling for the guards. Blind us! Blind us! A number of guards rush into the tavern and see the scene.
As the guards run in, Nipsey's gonna try and kind of sneak off quietly. Since he's very small, kind of hop off his chair a little bit and try and just go around everyone with the commotion of the crowd.
Roll me a... give me a stealth check for this one, because you can, I'm sure you can.
Oh.
Okay.
Seraphina's gonna do that.
You are out. Like, these people don't even notice you. The one who anyone who called you little one now is taking their words back because they wish they could be you. You slip, get past, and you move just agile around these people.
As Nipsey's about to walk out the door, he's gonna turn around and just put both his middle fingers up and just walk out slowly.
My man.
Classic Nipsey.
Cell during the commotion is gonna grab his warhammer and kind of stand up and shrug off the person that's been standing by him and grabbing onto him, and kind of growl at him almost as a sense of intimidation and try to get him to back off.
Okay, roll an intimidation check. And to do this, Josh, you're gonna go to your character sheet. You're gonna go to where intimidation is named. It'll be
On
in
your skills. On your skill list.
It'll be towards the top leftist. You'll see a number from acrobats, animal handling, arcana. If you go lower, you'll start seeing.
Okay.
And just click it.
Click it?
Yeah, the words intimidation. Okay, yeah, it actually works. You let out a puff of blue smoke from your nostrils. The man leans back, almost cowering. Well, I thought the dragons were fucking dead. And he starts to cower behind a table. Liam, the young man who you had just seen, runs to Nipsey and whispers to you. Meet me at 248 Forest Lane. I got something for you. And with that, he leaves Nipsey behind and rushes back into the tavern. Alright, so you've pushed him back, and now you've created a bit of a berth for yourself. Would anyone else like to make an action or get some people to get back?
I don't really have a screen to know who's near me or whatever, but are there people near me? And also, sorry, I was taking a piss, so did somebody antagonist somebody?
Joshua or Cell just intimidated a man, and he just hid behind a table and called him a fucking dragon. You are... I wish I had more of a scene set, but basically the whole tavern is filled to the brim with people, and there was no way I was going to have enough figures to even place it, but you're just surrounded, and it doesn't even matter if you try to fight. You probably don't want to. I think your best bet here is to either escape, fight if you want, or go with the guards. The guards will not harm you, but they will take you to the temple's Oculus.
So there's somebody's holding up Bellicose's hand.
Yes.
So it's right near me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to leave, and the waif-like, childlike figure kind of starts. His left side kind of starts glowing as the scars and tattoos kind of take on a turquoise hue, and he just stares at this man with an eldritch glow, kind of building up in him as he tries to, hey, get this man to back off.
By the gods.
Okay.
You remind me
tensions seem
just
to
of
be-
him. You're just
Oh
like
no.
Daedalus. He gets onto your level. He pretty much sits down and says, "Please, the Oculus would love to see one as such as yourself. Just go with the gods. We won't harass you, but please, we must know."
Okay. Do you have magic? Any magic. Any kind. Just anything.
Not many
As
of
long
us
as I can
are.
eat it, I'm fine.
Magic? The
Oh boy.
most of our great magical men, women, and Oculites, why they reside in the Temple Oculus. That's where most Oculus live. Some of them are quite hardy in the ways of magic, but most others you'll find in Hyatt Square. That's where they tend to keep them. The worthy, if you will.
And if I go, they'll show me?
Well, after you're praised by Oculus, they may have no choice.
You promise?
He tilts his head to the side and just slowly nods it.
Okay. And 23 will grab the rest of the pork, or whatever's left of it from the plate, and kind of skipper over to the guards. Still kind of like scared, and then realize that his sack of shit is on the ground and go pick it up and then head over to the guards. Head back over.
Oh, I know what's in the bag.
What's in the bag is my starting items, my dude.
Yeah, that's why he
You
knows
said
what's
it
in
was
your
a
bag.
sack of Yeah, you said it was a sack of shit, so...
Yeah, but what kinds of shit? It's assorted shit. What kind of shit?
Maybe like horse, or maybe it's his own
Uh-huh,
shit. Maybe he saves it for later so he has
Right.
something to eat instead of pork.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
That tracks.
Or it could be like dog shit, or maybe some
Don't forget
cat.
bullshit, man.
Don't forget
Basic.
bullshit. A lot of bullshit in this server, so tracks.
Could do.
Alright, so when the guard comes over to me, I'm going to show him the mark that I have on me of the Oculus.
Okay, and the guards merely brush it away. So one of the guards seems proficient in magic and dispels it from your hand,
Oh,
and just says,
okay, I guess we're doing this then. Okay, that's fine.
Immediate betrayal.
Tavern Patron saw it
fine.
already. They already
It's-
know.
It's okay. I'm just gonna. I guess my skills don't matter. Let me just delete my character skills and attributes.
No.
It's fine.
The Wingate guards are proficient in the ways of magic as they
Uh-huh.
have to defend. Fine. You know what?
No.
He doesn't notice
we all
anything
have to
special.
go. I understand.
Don't worry, this will be over quite soon. And
Yep. Yes, it will.
He says with
Nipsey?
a loaded gun to our heads.
Yeah.
all right,
We're being railroaded. We're being
Bellicose,
railroaded.
Cell, Jessica, Serafina. Where will you go with the guards? You may also attempt to escape.
Well,
That
I
is-
can't sneak out.
You
I
can
want to follow
attempt.
Nipsey.
Go ahead, roll a stealth check.
Did that work?
No,
didn't
I'm
roll.
sorry.
It
was
wasn't
roll
roll.
11.
Yeah. So it didn't
God,
succeed.
what? Base six. Holy shit.
not small enough.
I'm literally probably smaller than you.
Oh yeah, how tall are you?
Literally, probably.
3'2".
So we're clear.
Oh wow, I'm 3 foot. Oh wow, 2 inches taller than me. Wow, you're
Whoa,
like
2
giant.
inches.
Oh, I should be saving this for later on when we can talk about it.
Too tall. Much too tall.
Much too tall.
Alright.
All right.
I guess I try to sneak out, but they catch me.
One of the guards notices you try to slip past his legs. He's like, "Really?" Grabs
Okay.
you by your missing almost arm, throws you back into the tavern, and says, "Little lady, I mean, what was the plan?
Seraphina's not gonna say anything.
He just nods his head, or shakes his head. Alright. One of the guard captains, seemingly voice not fitting face. Get up! We're going!
Oh, it's Mickey Mouse.
To the temple of and don't try any shit with me. I've seen things. And he
Alright.
begins, if you'll follow, he'll begin to lead you out of the tavern.
Mickey Mouse joins the military instead of joining the Actors League
There you go.
to work with Disney.
The expanded universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
becomes a bounty hunter or something
I guess
first.
we're going with the least intimidating voice.
Alright. I will follow close behind.
I hate coming here.
Wait, okay,
This
so
sucks.
I just want to like make sure I'm right, because I'm having a hard time like visualizing this. So it's like there's like one person that sneaked away, and the rest of us are like we on the way
Yeah,
to the
pretty
temple,
much.
or okay.
The guards are looking at Sheska, Seraphina, Bellicose, and Cell. They kind of give you outward glances, sometimes glaring, sometimes grimacing. The young man who initially talked to 23, he follows close behind him and he tries to talk at length. Doesn't seem too many are having trouble with 23's appearance, knowing that he just kind of appeared and didn't. Well, he's just kind of along for the ride. And yeah, so the guards lead you out, and the young man eventually gives his name to you all. His name is Liam, or Young Liam, a name he earned for being the runt of a bunch, as he says. As you begin to pass the districts and streets, taverns, market stalls all pass behind, leaving way to a grand temple. The oculus begins to appear, and I shall bring it up right now for you. One moment.
As they walk out of the bar, Nipsey will start to trail behind them sneakily.
Sneakily. One moment. This whole streaming and broadcasting thing is slowing my computer to a crawl.
You like that slideshow?
It's beautiful. So, I'll actually give you this. I'm going to give you this image into the blah. Excuse me.
Could I take like 2 minutes?
Sure, go ahead. I'll get the image up by the time you're back.
Drink. Get some sip.
If you all would like to grab something to drink or eat, go ahead.
I'm just
I'll
like,
be right back.
Okay.
What if, like, that's all they did? Like, my pussy flash was just like a... My God.
There we go.
Nice.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
So, if you'd like to know where we came from and where we traveled, I can actually show you on this map right now. So, for many of you, you may have passed these white roads at the outer edges, coming in through wherever gate you may wish. Most of you probably arrived through Murky Gate, but eventually, you traveled upwards north towards the Well. That's where most of the taverns and marketplaces you know are. The guards led you out, and you're traveling, spanning around the districts of this large square in the middle of the oculus. The oculus is miles wide, miles high. The glass a stained. Actually, I'll avoid further description until they get back. Excuse me, Jesus. I just burped and hiccuped at the same time and it hurt.
Bip up.
A bip up. Hey, you had a Will Bip up, ain't you?
Gyros.
Sigh, man. We've all been there. Let's have a little bip up.
I'm going to connect my Discord to my phone so I can step outside real quick and still be part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I've only had THC once today.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
bad. Going a little stir crazy.
Little stir crazy.
Just a
Stir
little.
crazy. Just a little bit. It's not a lot.
Alright. While they do that, I'm gonna get Oculus, someone ready to leave scene. Oh, did someone just join?
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
And that was me returning.
Babe, check your DMs real quick.
Soon. Soon. Very soon.
Can't everybody hear me?
Yes.
Woo.
Alright. Is everyone back then?
I believe so.
Alright, so what you see before you is Rickmeyer. You were all in the well in a tavern towards the northwest. You've now been taken out of that tavern, walked down. I'll actually paint it for you with the ruler. There we go.
Oh no. Initiative came up.
Don't worry about that.
You're making me panic, man. I'm getting panicky.
There isn't nothing yet. They bring you down here.
Only the
And they
beginning
walk
of the
you-
session, okay?
They walk you round
soon.
the Oculus. The Oculus is miles wide, miles high. The stained glass windows paint beautiful pictures of what looks to be an eye, sort of in a tree almost. It's hard to decipher as you walk past it, but the colors radiate and look quite beautiful from the outside.
I'm gonna lean over to one of the guards. It's quite a beautiful design. Who is the architect of this work of art, if you know?
Why? That's a strange question for us, sir. No one truly is the architect, except, say, the Oculus himself. He guides our hand, our destiny.
And we are going to meet
our
this
lives.
Oculus?
Yes, it's quite an honor. We all meet him at birth, though foreigners will meet him much later.
Well, quite fortunate then. I will be able to remember him.
Oh, you'll definitely remember him. He...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Cell kind of starts to look around, see how many guards are with them, and starts sizing them up. How
I'm
many
back.
people are? How many guards are
Sorry.
supporting us?
There is 5 guards, 1 for each of you, and there's young Liam there. A few of the tavern patrons are watching. One of them seemed the one who had held Belkos's arm. He now seems rather interested in 23. The other ones still heckle and holler like a bunch of, well, tavern goers would. Degenerates, as you will. But overall, they seem to just be leading you. They don't really mean to harm or anything of the
Is
like.
Cell bigger than all of them?
I think you're bigger than almost any normal human just because of how tall you are.
Except
I've
me.
heard you.
Nipsey towers over you.
There it is.
With a whole negative 4 feet on you.
Yeah, same with that -4 intelligence.
Oh, you really hate to fucking see it. Is that for real, man?
Yeah.
You have
Maybe.
a -4 intelligence? Are you joking?
I have
No.
-2.
Wait, what the fuck did you guys roll? I
Shut
got
up,
3
Simon.
16s
Shut up.
and a 17.
Shut up. Shut it.
No one wants to fucking hear it. Sidon.
Again,
no
nobody
one
wants to hear it
fucking
again.
hear it.
Roll that the DM had to give out free stat points to all of you because of my rolls.
Yeah, you all may receive. I told Striffy, I told Josh, Oh, I gave Josh his points pretty much, but Striffy, Jeremy,
Yeah,
failure. You may give yourself 3 to 4 points. 2 points to one specific attribute. You may give it no more. So spread those as you will.
4 points total.
4 points total because we have to raise the average now. Because the average, because of Synod raised the average by almost 4 points.
My lowest stat is at 14.
Damn.
man. Yeah, if
Your
his head
lowest
gets,
stat is a
about-
14? How high are the rest of them?
My highest stat is 19, and my other 3 are 16 and no, actually no. I have 4 16s, a 14, and a 19.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, okay.
The
Hey,
rest
so-
of you got 70s to low 80s. He got 93.
Okay. All right. Hey, Synod, how do those headphones fit on your head with it so expanded as it is? Jeez.
If there was a luck stat, I'd be through the roof right now.
I mean, regression to the mean. You're gonna get dog shit.
True.
Man.
That is true. Playing a like caster class. Yup. That's kind of how that goes, isn't it?
Yeah, you kind of eat shit.
And hopefully not die.
Yeah, man. You want to make a squishy sword joke?
I get points for the win, you know?
Yeah.
Bitchin'.
But I do have 16 in con, so.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
Very nice, very nice.
Did he leave? No.
I would have left.
Okay. I thought failure just said, oh, nice, and then left.
Rage quit.
So he was so tired of the fact that you had that and just wasn't even gonna play in.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that.
This
Don't-
game's
don't worry
broken.
about that.
Yeah, the numbers are bullshit, man.
Totes bullshit.
Where's the balance?
Oh, we're gonna see where the fucking balance is in future.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that. I wasn't meaning to even spell that out. Shit.
So
Mr.
unprofessional.
Sir.
Anyways,
So if you're looking to
Do any of you have
support us
anything more
with
to say?
future endeavors, go ahead and check out our Patreon or our OnlyFans, whichever is your preference. For just
you can follow us at
$5.
https www.
You're allowed to advertise your OnlyFans on Twitch?
It's not.
Go for it, dude. I don't care.
Our OnlyFans is just a bunch of nude pictures of Gabe's ass.
Hey, hey,
Oh,
hey.
I gotta
Calm-
pick-
Calm down there,
I-
Chief.
I-
Calm down.
I-
No.
that.
The DM's the pimp. The DM's the pimp. It's
I
gonna be
got.
our asses on it.
I still got a picture of him in drag. I can do whatever I want. So
How did you get that? That's my question.
some bars hand out flyers when you go to it, play at them, man. You don't know.
Sure.
Wasn't he underage until like last year, Striffy?
Me?
I didn't say it was a nude. I said it was a picture of him in drag. That's totally legal. I don't
Oh,
think what the
okay.
problem is.
You know, that's fair. You're
I
not
don't
wrong.
make
I don't think.
rules, okay? I'm just.
I'm definitely
here.
not wrong.
Okay. But they begin to usher you into the temple. And for this temple, I have. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to drag it out again because it didn't load. One momento.
Anyways, for just $5, I will not only spend 5 minutes looking for more Discord picture overlays, I will also put you in the running for Gabe's Burnout Bonanza betting pool, where you'll get to see how long it takes until he gets overwhelmed with real life responsibilities and pauses this game for any period of time. So go ahead and head on over to our Patreon and see what other people are saying or betting.
Fuck you.
I can't wait to end this session the day we started.
Made it through one.
Most
We did
most of the
one
betting
session.
projections
And
are
all.
under a year, so just use that in your thought process when you go ahead and sign in on that. Shit, that's not.
Why do I always have to drag these things to scale? Oh, this is so annoying. Come on, drag. So, as you
Yep.
approach the temple's oculus, two grand cathedral doors are opened. On either side of you are these people dressed in black and red garb, or I guess to you it might appear almost yellow. Is the dress yellow or blue? Who the fuck knows? But yellow and reddish garb with the insignias of the Oculus upon them. They seem rather engaged in your arrival. A number of them start to approach the sides of you and watch you as you pass. Many more. Thank you, Bellicose.
Thank you.
Many more seem intimidated by your immense intelligence, Bellicose. And they
My
begin
negative
to
2
realize
is my insight, yes.
that's actually quite good. This
My
is 17.
negative
That was really
2? I mean, it was a good roll. It was a dog shit stat.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they are all watching, all intrigued. The guards usher you forth towards the statue, towards the farther reaches of the temple. A flight of stairs is where the temple resides upon. At the very top, it sits. And actually, guess who got a concept image for it? Because a friend decided to be pretty cool and do this.
James did?
Oh.
Did James help you out with this?
No.
Is
I actually had
another,
a friend
Is it
Oh,
another
not
J
bad.
draw
name?
this.
Because if it's another J name, I think I got an idea of who it could be.
No.
Alrighty.
I don't think any of them have met her.
Yep, that's
except
true.
maybe Josh.
There
Yeah.
you go. So, I would never
Oh,
guess,
but
so what's the
it's-
point?
Yeah.
But anyways, the statue of the Oculus, the rough concept we have right now,
Mhm.
is this.
Okay.
This is what you would
hold
see
up.
up on the reaches of the steps.
That's
Oh.
so cool.
Ah.
The eye of Oculus stares down at you, casting its ray upon you and staring through you as if you were nothing. Those who approach the steps are put to kneel. They start with Seraphina. They bring you to the steps, Seraphina. One of the guards tells you to kneel. Do you kneel?
Yeah.
You kneel. A sort of ray of light from the eye of the Oculus shines through you. You feel a warmth, and then suddenly cold. As if you just lost something, or you've just... almost as if you've been left behind. An Oculus begins to walk down from the steps. His smile, a cruel grimace of what should be happy. He walks towards you and puts a hand upon your shoulder. He shakes his head slowly before he speaks. My dear child, it is not meant for everyone to be so worthy. So I'm sorry to say that we must place you with the lessers. Liam immediately covers his mouth
Gross.
and looks away from you. He takes a moment to speak to 23. The lessers. They are those of us who aren't good enough to live within Rakemeyer.
So they failed the trials.
Rakemeyer, yeah. The guard takes Seraphina and holds her aside as Bellicose is put to the kneel. Do you kneel?
Yeah. I'll kind of get down. One knee down, one knee kind of still up. I'll look at the floor, take a big inhale, close my eyes, and look at where the eye should be, as I let out my breath, and the light passes through me.
As you do so, the eye feels something within you. It stirs inside your mind before it reaches your heart. It sees all. You feel your memories race past you like a hurricane, whipping and thrashing through, tumultuous and rumbling. Oculus Rius seems to shake, almost tremble for a moment as he sees some of these images. For he too sees what the Oculus sees. At least, that's what Liam says.
And the Oculus would also see that there's a single tear crawling down the left side of my cheek as this happens.
As it finishes, Oculus Rius opens his eyes once more, wipes a tear from your face, and looks to you. Dear child, none must know such pain. So it is a privilege to be known as the worthy. Welcome to the great city. One of the guards pulls you aside, clapping you on the back,
The fuck?
congratulating you. Liam again
Staring at the floor, I'm gonna walk past him and try to say thank you, but the words aren't gonna come out.
The guard leaves you be, letting you handle this moment. Liam leans over once more. The hires. It's your typical rich snobby clique. I don't know. I was never good enough to be one of them. Then, Sheska is put to the altar. Do you kneel?
Yeah, I guess I will.
This is a choice. You do have a choice here.
Of course it's a choice, but it's not gonna get me anywhere.
Okay. You kneel, and
Uh,
the eye looks through you once more, seeing all that you have to offer.
uh-huh.
And for a moment, you think you see Oculus Rios' head bobbing, as though he were tapping his foot to music. Rios opens his eyes and smiles. A fortunate future for you, my dear. Blessed be those who know rhythm. He ushers you to a side and speaks for all to hear. Let her know the well. And you're brought to the middle of the stage. A few guards nod approvingly, others stand there. And Liam says once more, yeah, the well. I mean, I'm there, so it's alright, I guess. And last of all, Cell is brought to the front, and he's forced to kneel.
Yeah,
Do you
there
kneel,
you
though?
go.
No, you are given a choice here. Take it as you will.
Cell kind of is still kind of unaware and not sure entirely about the situation, and tries to act tough and refuse to kneel, but it is clearly known by the guards that he's really just scared.
The guard backs off from you and leaves you be as you stand staring at the altar. Oculus Rios throws up a small smile, noticing your resolve, or maybe fear. And to the eye looks.
Gabe? Did we lose him?
He
Maybe.
Oh no!
No!
Gabe, the stream
is
is
frozen.
frozen!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Perfect. What suspense?
I want to know.
What a suspense. He did that on purpose.
Yeah.
He disconnected his
That-
internet on purpose.
That
Alright,
sounds
I'm
like
gonna call
him.
him.
It's not the first
Gabe.
time.
Gabe, what happened?
Gabe, we're losing
what
viewers.
Actually, we gained one.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're not gonna
Guys,
keep
he
him.
said his dad like restarted like like the router or computer or some shit. So he's down
Yikers.
for a second.
Now
Well,
stream is
anyways,
restarting.
For the one
Man
who
was
joined
using
us,
too much
Dude, the
bandwidth.
suspense, Gabe. Holy
if you
shit.
if you want to deal with fewer lags and dropouts, why not head over to our Patreon or our OnlyFans, whichever is your preference. Go ahead, and for just $5, not only will we have fewer lags and dropouts and router resets, but you'll be entered for
Router
Plains's
resets.
whatever. But you'll be
game?
entered for Plains's blowout bonanza betting pool to see exactly how long he'll be able to juggle this and real life at
Yeah,
the
no,
same
that's chill.
time.
That's chill. Don't worry about it.
His internet will probably last longer than he will.
Yes, I should hope so.
They're probably fucking having. Oh, they're still watching the movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Sex Part 2.
Oh god, please no.
Electric Boogaloo?
If that helps, sure, why not?
Griffey, do you not know of the Electric Boogaloo?
Alright.
don't know of the electric boogaloo.
Yeah, I know about the electric
doesn't?
boogaloo.
Okay. Hey, he's back.
This ain't holy shit, man.
Am I back?
I was on the
Yeah,
edge
you're
of my
back.
seat.
Yeah, we were fucking ready to hear what was.
As Oculus Rios sees the images before him, he puts his arms down before raising them back up and hugging Cell. He speaks once more and says, "My dear child." The stream is still down? Alright, 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll restart it.
God damn it.
Yeah, now I'm playing the suspense game with him.
What?
When you first left, we thought at first you were just trying to like leave us in suspense and like build anticipation. And I was like, oh, I'm so ready for this.
As he hugs you, he lets all know,
Gay.
we have another brother. We have an Oculite.
Oh,
Will
yeah.
you accept the honor?
That's gay.
Will you be one of us?
What's an oculite?
Oh, he does not know, brothers. Well, we follow our great god Oculus. His stature and his position is greater than any man or god that's ever existed. And
Man,
ours.
Mitzi is so glad he snuck away.
He knows our past, our future, our destiny. At birth, we bring our men, our women, our children here. They are judged, and the Oculus always finds those who are worthy, and those who are worthy still to be part of this cause, to know what he sees, and to spread the good faith. We spread the Oculus. We spread the knowledge that we know you are worthy, or we know you're not. And those who are worthy, we set them on the path, and they will know greatness. Will you join us?
What happens if I refuse?
Alright, I'm gonna make this clear. You literally can choose whatever, it doesn't matter at this point, everything's free. But if you choose, they'll try to make you an Oculite. If you don't, you don't. Just figure it out. Just go ahead and choose.
We've gone past the intro cinematic. Do whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe just pee on the altar or something. That's what I would have
If you want to, go for it.
Just throwing that out there. You could be on.
Dude,
That's the first
I got
option
lost,
right
dude.
there, okay?
Do whatever you want.
Cell refuses. Doesn't want to become a missionary.
Alright. As you refuse, you
Wait, can I
think you
pause you real
see...
quick?
Okay.
So stream's video is down and it's not picking up audio from anyone except for you.
Okay, one moment. There. Is it back?
Well, someone's gonna have to talk in order for him to figure that out.
I can
So we can
see
just.
Oh, and I can hear myself. Okay.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, stream's back online.
Is my beautiful voice back?
No.
Yes, it is.
Yours is the only one we can't hear.
It's the only one muted. It's
Yeah.
the only one.
Sorry,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. I'll probably been waiting for responses and stuff, and because that's usually what happens. So it wouldn't be any difference.
Is James talking right now? I think you might be on mute again. Does anybody
Yeah, I
else
think
have
it
the
might be
same
muted.
problem?
It's crazy. Weird.
Consistency. That's what we ask for.
Yeah. So we demand.
I said consistency.
I said, I said.
I have to repeat myself again. The idiocy and pure stupidity of James is precisely what these people need. It's what
I think I
it's
need
what
to
they
meet
it's
old
what they
man
deserve.
Jenkins. Prospector, part-time fiddler, and full-time enjoyer of everything alive. Yeah, they put me in the lessers. Good old Jenkins never gets what he wants. Anyways,
Kind of kicks the
As-
dirt on his way out.
he kicks a pebble as he leaves. As you refuse Reus's offer, you notice a twitch in his smile. He still seems to be happy, but there's a hint of something more. But he lets you go, his eyes smiling, and his hands extended. And then, Liam leads 23 to the altar. He offers his hand to you, 23, and takes you to the altar if you'd like to follow.
I'll kind of hesitantly grab his hand, looking around, but follow him.
He takes you to the front of the altar. He asks you to please kneel.
Why?
He leans in close to you and whispers, I don't quite give a shit myself, but these fucking Oculus want to see you crouched before their god. It's your choice, though. Cell could stand. You probably could, too.
I'll look back at Cell, look back at the altar, and remain standing.
You remain standing, and again, Oculus Rios seems to almost shake within himself for a moment before composing himself. He says to you, 23, was it? That is a strange name. Not one I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, he's from the X-Man Manor.
It's my name. I earned it.
He's a gifted youngster.
Earned. Strange enough. Well, let us see what the Oculus sees you've earned. As you look into the eyes of the Oculus, your mind begins to race. Your eyes flight back into the back of your head.
Nice.
And for a moment, you're back. Back all the way back. In a time that you remember, dark, dredges, dust and motes. Nothing a child should know, nothing a human should know, but as soon as it comes to you, and as soon as the dark haunting places relive inside your mind, they disappear. And all you see for a moment is the light of Oculus. Warmth. Incredible warmth radiates through you, through your body, before leaving you once more. As you open your eyes again, Oculus Rios is there. His smile, huge, full, beaming even. He walks right up to you, congratulates you, slaps you on the back, does anything he can. My dear boy, I don't think you understand, my dear boy. We haven't had one of you for generations. This, whatever they call a master, does not matter anymore. There is something waiting for you. And I dare say Oculus must know, and he does. But he couldn't share it with me, so I must say, I must know. Would you be willing to tell me what you know, boy? He seems almost incapable of keeping his hands off you, and his smile doesn't seem as embracing as it was before.
I don't know what you're. Did I pass a trial?
you passed, but you did it a little. You did it a little too well. I didn't ask for you. Yes, 23. You passed.
The master's always happy when I pass a trial.
I'm very
You don't seem
happy
happy.
for you, 23.
You don't
In fact,
seem very happy.
No. Rios closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and opens them once more. 23. You will be legend, I am sure. Go ahead and return to Liam. I'm sure he is something worthy of your time. But do know, I will be watching you. And I will watch with the utmost curiosity.
Okay. Usually only the master watches, but
He likes to watch.
if you can fight him, and if he doesn't matter, then that's okay, I guess. It was nice meeting you, Mr. Oculus. And I'll just kind of shakily head back to the guard.
As you all leave the altar and it finishes its scans, you turn back for a moment and notice that the eye is now closed, as if it always has been. Strange. Liam walks back to 23 and also ushers Stell, Sheska, Serafina, and Bellicose into the group. He then speaks to all of you at once if you wish to listen.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I get that you guys, don't really know each other, and it's kind of crazy, and it's gonna sound insane. But I want you to just, I mean, if you want to bear with me, this will be crazy. But like, just hear it out. So, I need. Are you for hire? Would you like some coin? It's just don't worry about the job. You just yes or no.
What's coin? Is it
Yes,
this?
we-
And 23 kind of raises a bag and kind of shakes it and it jingles a little bit.
Can Liam look within the bag?
No, it's just a pouch, like a closed pouch.
Oh, okay.
Like your coin purse.
Well, Liam's unsure if it's coins or not, but he still says, "That sounds like a fortune to me." But yes, it'd be more of this. And he pulls out a gold coin between two of his fingers and rolls it along his palm. Quite shiny. There'd be more of this if you want to listen.
Can it help me with magic?
Oh, gold can get you goddamn anything. He stares wistfully at the coin for a moment.
Basically.
23 will sit down cross-legged and listen.
Will anyone else object, or does everyone want to listen?
I'm kind of standing there staring off into the distance.
Yeah, Sel will do the same.
I'll listen.
Okay. As Jessica and 23 listen, Liam notices you're gone off stairs of Bellicose and Cell. He takes into his bag, pulls out 5 gold coins, and calls out your name. Bellicose. Cell. Catch. And you may catch. Who knows? Anyways.
Roll a
As you receive-
dexterity check.
You know what? Actually, go ahead. See if you can catch it and juggle it in your hands. Give me an
what's being thrown?
athleticism
And who's
or
being thrown at?
performance. You each are receiving 5 gold coins for not paying attention.
Oh, okay. They're
He
gonna
wants you to pay attention.
That's all?
they're gonna hit
There's
my
just 5
chest
gold for this job?
and then hit the ground.
No, there's gonna be a lot more, but
Okay.
he wants you to pay attention first.
I'm not paying attention now.
He's not throwing you good. But now that he's got or bought your attention, Liam leans into all of you and whispers, "Meet me at 240. There, There's way." And he then says, as he leaves the temple, he shakes a very full pouch of coins. It jingles and rocks with the weight of a small child, maybe. It is quite a lot of money, and he sure seems ready to spend it on you. And with that, he leaves.
Does he walk out the front door?
Yes, he does.
As he exits, does Nipsey notice that he exits?
Yes, he is not being discreet.
Is he the same gentleman that came and talked to me when I left?
Yep, he also told you of his dress.
And it wasn't the same address, right? That
It
he
was
told-
supposed to be the same dress, but I fucked it up. I don't remember the new dress.
Okay, cool. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
I wouldn't dare say.
Alright.
Yeah, you
Now?
better not.
You are open to explore the city. Within 7 days' time, you will all be relegated to a district if you wish to remain in the city. At which point, you'll have to go through quite a bit of difficulty if you are lesser, to be
It's
said.
only one of us is.
Well, another one of you.
Oh, there's 2?
The other one.
I
get
would say
touched.
because of Cell Storks, you'll find out. The Oculus Rios wasn't too happy with some of you, and he may arrange something. But for now,
There it is.
you all have 7 days of free reign to explore the city, even higher square if you wish. This is your sort of grace period to understand the city, and also time to find some quests, find some money. And I think Josh disconnected.
No, I'm here.
Okay, what the hell? Why is it showing a circling icon? Weird.
Damn,
Alright.
I thought he was gone.
You may travel
Here.
in groups, you may travel alone, you may go to the house immediately, you may go anywhere, it doesn't matter. Who would like to leave or move first?
I want to go to the house.
Okay. That's Serafina. Next. Who would like to leave as well or move?
I'm just gonna stick with Bellicose.
Okay.
'Cause he fed me.
Okay.
Like a stray, huh?
Yep.
That's a good dog,
Hey.
that's a good dog.
Gabe, do you have the link to the map?
Oh, let me go back to Rakebar, let me pull back up.
Oh, yeah,
I
Bellicose
think I have it
is down there
saved
for a
on my
bit.
computer too. Hold on.
I have the Asgard map, which you will not see yet until we get into the bigger scope. But yeah, you are inside the temple's oculus. Liam's place, I'll draw a little shape around it, I suppose, if it'll fucking let me. Oh god, that's right here. He's in the little corner. I'll just mark him like that. Actually, I can probably just...
Bossing Say vibes, anyone?
There is
There you
no
go.
war in Bossing Say.
There
no
isn't.
way.
No warrant,
Bossing
but
Say.
say.
It's way
I didn't
too
even
small.
think of that. I just
Way
wanted a
too
walled
small.
city. This city?
Yeah.
It is
Bossing
pretty
Say.
small, I guess, relative to Bossing Say, because Bossing Say is
Yeah.
fucking massive.
Yeah. They got like arable farmland in Bossing Say.
Yeah, it's like fucking...
It's
10 times
unsiegeable.
big.
Until it was.
Yep.
Until it wasn't.
Until it was.
Until like 13-year-old girl decided, fuck it, I'm a breach.
Just move some dirt.
Exactly. The greatest generals of their time couldn't bring down Bossing Say, but a little girl could.
Because the fucking Dai didn't do their jobs.
The Dai Li just wanted to stay in power.
No, guys, don't you know it's about the character development and the progression of the story?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I will
my
say,
goodness.
Azula's a great villain.
She's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love Azula. And her whole scene with Toph where she lies. Great.
Yeah. I didn't think she was gonna go that way. When
200-year-old purple, whatever the fuck it is. Purple
She with a red hair. Damn, alright, she is good. Toph didn't say damn, but in my mind she did. Alright. Bellicose, Sheska, Cell,
What?
Nipsey.
What's at the higher square?
Higher Square
Mhm.
is plenty of trees, a whole ass fucking like lake you see with fountains, not tavern goers, high ranking officials, nobles, all the like. A number of their houses and manors and their indentured servants walk the paths going to the other districts to acquire groceries or what have you.
gross.
And there's also the cathedral in the bottom left corner, which is a temple oculus. Temple's oculus, if you will.
Nipsey will notice the higher square and head that way.
Alright.
And he will mention with the group that he is doing that and offers to anyone if they would like to come.
Will any of you follow Nipsey?
For starters, earlier you weren't
Where are we going again? Are you going again?
To the higher square.
Why do I hear no?
Do they have bars
Yeah,
there?
what?
Does anyone hear text to speech or something?
Yeah, I do.
I did.
Alright.
When this conversation breaks out, Belko is going to shake his head a little bit, kind of cover his face. You'll see his shoulders and chest rise as you hear a deep inhale. You won't hear the exhale, but you'll see his shoulders fall a little bit. He'll bend down, pick up the 5 gold, put it in his pocket, and then kind of gesture for Sheska to lead the way.
Sheska, where would you like to go?
If there's a bar, I'll go with Nipsey.
There is a bar in Higher Square.
Okay, there you go.
Just the
is
one.
Very,
Yep.
very regal. It even smells of almonds as you approach it. Strange. Do you all follow? Is the whole group going here?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'll follow. Sure.
Did anybody else
Is
want to?
Seraphina follow?
Did anybody else want to go to the house, or are you guys all going to Higher Square?
Everyone's following me. Nipsey is the
alpha.
the thrill seeker.
All right, guess
I'll
I'm
follow, like, a
following
distance.
because
Oh,
I don't.
let's
as
not
everyone-
split the party.
I don't imagine that Liam's going to be walking
Yeah.
to the house immediately, so I assume that I have a little bit of time.
You have time.
There you
There
go.
is no rush at the moment.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
everyone is following behind Nipsey, he's just gonna kind of get a little skip in his step and walk very quickly and excitedly. And as he's walking and takes a little bit of a skippy walk, his cane will pop out and flow into his hand and come and walk, and he'll be walking with it all fancily. Very daintily with his satchel and good-looking gauges.
All right. As you begin to walk towards High Square, towards this bar, a very regal fellow will pass you by, and as he passes Nipsey by, he's going to lean down, notice the new mark upon your hand, which you hadn't noticed appeared either. All of your hands now have a mark, which is similar to the eye of the oculus you had seen within the temple. He leans down, smiles at Nipsey, and speaks. A fresh one, don't we? It is good to have you within the city. Do you say anything in return, Nipsey?
He will just kind of smile. Thank you. It's fantastic to be here. I've been waiting so long, and the Oculus is just splendid, and I am so excited to be a part of it.
Aren't we all? He begins to walk off, a servant behind him, rushing past him, yelling, Lord Aldrich! Lord Aldrich! Don't leave me behind, Lord Aldrich!
And as soon as he'll walk by, Nipsey will turn forward and just have the most upsetting glare on his face. And then he'll just kind of look around and just like, fucking hate these people.
Alright.
But then he
Locos
will.
will walk up behind Nipsey. And what have they done that is so horrid for you?
Just part of their organization, and he'll just look at his wrist where the mark has been put on him.
It's a very
Blind
good...
to the
Finish.
blindly follow the rules and guidelines without their own thought.
It's a great racket, though, isn't it? They sure have found a way to keep everyone in their place.
What is Sheska
anyway.
wearing? Just out of curiosity, I don't remember from the initial-
Not quite like her picture on roll 20. She's got longer skirts that have more strips of fabric of various colors.
Okay.
Probably showing a little bit less cleavage, but and definitely with more baubles and trinkets and bits of jewelry in her hair and some arm clasps.
So 23 will come up and kind of tug on Sheska's skirts. What's a racket?
It's something that you hit a ball with in a court.
What does that have to do with rules?
Well, because there's a lot of rules in hitting a ball back and forth.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. Do you have any scraps?
Of fabric? I have a few in my sewing bag.
No, to eat. Scraps?
At that, Nipsey will just kind of butt his way in, very kind of uncomfortably.
Here we go.
What kind of scraps are you thinking of? Because I can get a whole bunch of different things.
23's stomach will kind of rumble. To eat.
Nipsey will just
Scraps.
look at him dumbfoundedly, roll his eyes. Well, yeah, but what kind? What's your favorite thing that you can think of that's very small, smaller?
Oh! I like the ones without the maggots and the weevils. The clean ones.
Oh man. You're
We'll
keeping
get
it
you a
real
proper
over
meal,
here.
young man.
Like the big man gave me. The pork?
Nipsey is going to cast Goodberry, and 10 little pieces of burnt end brisket are going to come into his hands, and he's going to offer them to 23.
Oh, was that magic? And I'll just kind of take the brisket and start munching on it. Can you teach me later?
Sounds like a splendid idea.
Yes! And he'll just kind of wander off and start munching on his thing, kind of looking around.
As he walks away, Nipsey will turn to Sheska. I apologize if I butted in, but I got excited because I could be helpful in a way that suits me. And he will just smile and walk on.
Okay. She'll get a sly grin as you walk away, and not particularly follow you up or anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Plains, you wanna check your DMs real quick?
Yes.
Ooh.
While you do that, I'm AFK for a quick moment.
You have a number of foliage in them. There's quite a few bushes. You see some marigold daisies on the ground. Your typical I live in flowers. You even see a number of orchards in the distance. Clearly someone is keeping it quite regal. And a few robins, a blue jay. Is that no, it couldn't be. A stork? How the fuck? No. Is it? You can't tell for sure, but there's something big flying past.
Does it have a large satchel in its beak, or what?
Would you like to try and check?
If I can see the stork, I should be able to see if it's carrying a baby.
Roll an investigation or a perception check right now.
Investigate. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
sure.
serious.
Why
roll
not?
it.
Oh yeah. I know you are. I don't doubt that at all. Oh. Yeah.
Holy
How
shit.
serious are you now? That's what I thought.
You somehow hear
Just
the
have
cries of a
serious,
child
dude.
as it's being stolen from its family. The stork isn't delivering a kid; it's taking one away.
Yeah. Oh well, somebody's kids are gonna eat well tonight.
It's probably one of the storks the Oculus hires to
Yeah. The kidnapper
increase
storks.
their
Yeah.
ranks. Yeah.
It's one of them kidnapper storks.
Yeah. You know, as you do.
You know, just your average everyday thing. Well,
That's what I'm saying.
with that out of the way, Nipsey, you began to see the tavern approach, and it's called, strangely enough for the area, the Whiskey Barrel. Its doors are quite fine and polished, radiating. The windows clear and clean, something I've never seen before. And you can hear pleasant exchanges inside. It isn't too loud, nor is it too quiet.
Oh well, I'm going for it.
Will you all head inside?
I believe so.
Can I?
Sel will just he's just gonna walk over to the huge lake and just find a place to sit down and just chill out.
Oh, in that case, I'm not going inside. I'm sitting down with this dragonborn.
All right. Will anyone else
Mitzi
join
will
us?
follow Shiska.
All right, Sheska, will you be heading inside?
Oh yeah.
And Serafina, what will you be doing?
Is it possible to like wait at the door?
Sure.
Okay.
As you do that, we'll first start with, I suppose, Stel and Bellicose. As you approach the water's edge, you notice it's a clear, radiant blue, almost turquoise, clearer than any water you've seen. There's a number of fish in the pond as well, what looks to be multi-hued and quite peaceful. No natural predators, they grow fat and large. A bountiful harvest if one were shameful enough to go hunting in there. The fountains surrounding spew their water forth in intricate patterns, some in the shape of angels, others in the shape of the eye himself. All the while, a guard sits next to a high tower, depicting the time of the current day. He seems quite lazy, blowing up his hair every once in a while, and no real cause for concern. Is there anything you'd like to do at the water's edge?
Sel's just gonna walk up to the water, kind of put his hands in and use the water to kind of wash his hands and face a little bit, and maybe drink a little bit of it.
As you begin to drink from the water's edge, the fish scurry away, trying to avoid your hungry hands. A number of the nobles look at you, throw their heads up, and away. They don't wish to be caught with someone so crude.
I'll walk up beside Cell and kind of dip my fingers in the water. It's quite tranquil, is it not? There's a serenity to this fixture.
Yes, I've never seen anything quite like this. I came from dirty lakes and maybe food on the table, so I don't. This is something I've never thought I would ever see.
Ah, well, we enjoy it while it is here, yes?
Quite.
I love this. As you do so, you see another noble passed by. He looks down at you and sees your clothing, says, "Oh, poor dear. Here, have this," and she gives you 3 coppers. "Don't spend it all in one place, honey. Good luck." And she leaves.
Wait, who is that to?
You, Sel.
Okay.
She leaves with a smile on her face and the knowledge that she did a good deed.
Solid.
So we'll just take the copper and just not say anything.
Yes, I do not see a need to speak of this any further.
As she walks away in her mind, she's like, I can die peacefully now. I've done my good for the world.
Yeah.
She's actually thinking to herself, like, wow, poor boy. At least now he'll be set on the right path. Truly, the Oculus is the most worthy.
Oh, shit.
But she also pats herself on the back and says, I'm a good fucking person.
Yeah, there it is.
Me and all my money that I give away freely, I don't spend it at all myself. As she walks home
definitely
to
can't
her, as she walks home to her cathedral of a house with servants and chefs and cooks.
Yeah. Yeah.
There were a number of indentured servants behind her running after her.
That bitch!
Probably has a poodle.
So humble.
Let's Robin Hood the hell out of her.
I'm done.
Alright, well, definitely can have that occur. We'll have to buy some tools and get that ready then.
Stealing takes a lot of money. You don't seem to understand.
You gotta invest to get what you want.
You do have to
You put in
invest.
what you get in, what you get out.
Yeah, have you guys seen Ocean's 11? Gosh, gives out
Alright,
all
must
the
be-
details.
Wants to be the one that dodges lasers.
Not me. I am not very agile. This is why I make like all of my characters
well,
super agile.
Synod's got near perfect stats. Just have him do it.
Instead
mean,
of
I'm
lasers,
not
you'll be
known to
facing
do
wires.
anything.
All right, but you are now.
But 23 doesn't know.
Or
He's
what
not
if?
going
What
to.
if? What if?
Approach the scarred, weird ass teenager with perfect stats and ask him to do something. Do it. I dare you.
Okay.
You're trying to impress yourselves upon this kid, make him evil before we even start.
Yeah, the man is neutral.
He's
Just walk
he
up
will
to
kill
him.
somebody to take their magic. Okay, it's just a matter
I mean,
of
yeah,
time.
probably.
I know
Yeah,
exactly. I know exactly
Yeah,
what to do with him.
Yeah, probably.
There we go.
Just walks up to him, holds up like the word magic or like a picture or something.
Got magic.
Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Is this? And then.
I mean, he's also illiterate, so
Oh, true.
word
He
magic
did
does not
say-
work.
What if I
mean,
use
no.
numbers to make words?
He knows what numbers are. He
Like-
doesn't know how to read them, though. He can't spell his own goddamn name, and it's literally characters.
Unless it's Roman numerals.
You sure are
Unless
making
it's
this.
Roman numerals, in which case it's
difficult.
5 characters.
Yep.
Or it could be written like normal letters and be a lot more than that.
A lot more than that, really.
Yeah.
Really? You couldn't be bothered to count?
Hey, if you got something to say, Sinat, why don't you count? Tell us, how many? How many characters is that?
Yeah.
How many
Look
are
up-
Like 11 or 12?
Many.
Or 12? Did you count?
I think
letters.
20 is what? 6? Yes, 6. And then 3 is 4.
Blue.
Or 5. So 12.
Okay,
No, 11.
congrats.
11. There you go.
Orange.
Congrats.
So I got it right the first time. Fuck you.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
but you
doing
didn't
us
seem
a
very
solid.
sure of
Hang on.
yourself.
Oh, you. Oh, go to
Eggplant.
hell. Go to hell. I didn't even have to
Already
count
there.
and I knew the goddamn
Velvet.
answer.
Yes.
I didn't thank you. I find it quite lovely.
Who's even watching this stream? We have 7 people. Oh my
Keep someone
god.
getting it better.
Is it
I
all-
bet you it's
Yeah.
all us.
Yeah, there's
Is it
7.
all of
It
us?
can't all be
Five,
us.
6, 7.
None of us are making fake
there's one
accounts to
extra
boost
person.
our
Okay,
numbers.
like it could be like. I don't know.
I haven't logged into Twitch in a long time.
Yeah,
It
same.
could just be
So
like.
we have 5 viewers who are
Yeah,
us,
we
I
don't
guess,
even
and 2
need
who
to-
aren't.
Yeah, we don't need to draw attention to them. They're just gonna freak out and leave. So, anyways, moving on to me and Nipsey.
Socially insecure viewers. Let's go.
If they wanted to make themselves known, they could have easily typed in the chat box. So,
That's
Yeah.
Hi viewers. Nice to meet you.
Hello,
Nips-
people.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans.
I'm pretty popular.
we
on
do a lot of group collaborations, a lot of
Follow me at
three-ways.
retro_spectro.
It's really awkward sometimes. Some of our points don't really get across. In the end, it's really quite messy, but it's still fun.
And there's no
Yep.
cuddling.
Summer Phoenix is saying hi. Hello.
Aw, shucks.
Astro. Ah.
That's actually me.
Oh. Hey, yo.
Check out my.
You're such a
Oh
goober.
shit. Hello.
My Minecraft
Nicole,
channel.
Glad to have you.
Minecraft channel. Yeah, my IQ starts with a decimal point. I need to play Minecraft.
No, my IQ starts with a negative sign.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
How do you manage negative IQ? How are you breathing?
Ask Nipsey.
Joke's on you. My IQ is 2 figures.
Whoa!
Oh.
I'm making a 2-figure salary.
Alright.
Yeah.
So what's next? Oh my god, the music is really loud. Do you want to turn it down a little bit?
What music?
Is
Uh-oh.
is it just my
The mystery music.
what is the music? Is it on Twitch?
Were
I'm
we
not playing any
D&D?
music.
Oh no.
Yeah,
never
I
mind.
thought we were playing D&D.
Are you okay?
We used to be.
I'm losing my mind, I guess.
We used to
All
play
right.
D&D
Holy shit.
Alright, I'm back.
before it was cool.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome
Right.
back.
So it's me and Nipsey then, is it?
Yes, it's now you and Nipsey approaching the bar.
Bellissimo.
Is the bar tall again?
Yes, it is, but it is not as tall as the one before. You could barely stick your head over the top of it.
All right. Nipsey's gonna climb onto the chair, but he's gonna do it a lot more delicately this time and just kind of lightly hop up onto it.
As you do, the bartender reapproaches once more. He's wearing his apron, and it's very clean. He's dressed in all white. Does not have a mustache, but he has a very nice hat, black with a white trim. Strange. He approaches you. What may I procure for you today, sir? I do recommend the vintage brand Dercio Messio. It is our oldest but best one, I must say. It is very... nothing like it.
Wow. That sounds super fancy.
It is our most expensive wine.
Oh, how much?
How much do you have?
Well, what kind of, behind us, what kind of people are there? Like, are there...
They are filthy rich.
Okay, so is there like a group of them?
Yes, they sit at the tables and they share their jolly good times with each other.
Fantastic.
You may approach them if you wish.
Nipsey is just going to point to one of the larger tables and explain, we are actually with them and are planning to sit with them later, and our drinks will be on their tab. So we will take 2 glasses of that wine, please.
Oh my, well, I did not know you knew Sir Lord Aldrich. Consider it a gift. Here, you will have 1 glass, and we'll make that 2 glasses. Vintage, I must say. Oh, so good. And we'll get it half off for Lord Aldrich.
I'll take
We
a
treat
sip of my
our
wine
own
at
well.
that.
As he lays down both glasses, you see the texture of the wine. It is a very strong violet with hints of a dark blue swirling within. It smells of lavender and lilac.
Nipsey will take a whiff of it and like kind of hold it up to the barman. This is absolutely superb, but I do believe that it would do much better outside with the natural sunlight. Is there a spot that my lady here and I could sit out in a more peaceful era?
Why, yes. Oh, one moment, sir. He actually leads you upstairs onto the balcony that overhangs with a view of the pond, which you may sit and drink. A few others have joined up there as well, and they peacefully swirl their wine, smell it, give it a taste, prim and proper and kind of douchey.
As we get up there, Nipsey will lean over to Shishka. You know, I really didn't think that he was going to give us those drinks for free. I was really worried that he was going to bring the man over and we were going to have to talk to him. It was going to be really bad. So, but we're outside, so it'll be okay now.
Oh, it's still in the building. Next time you can let me pay for it. I've got a few snippets of tin that I pass off for silvers.
Sounds like a wonderful idea.
Hi.
And he'll kind of, Nipsey will perk up and get all excited. We'll have to go and try that out later. We'll have to go and buy something like super fancy, but like fancier than wine. Maybe like some shoes or a new hat. I could really use a new hat.
How about a person?
How about a person?
Just for a few hours. Wouldn't you like to have an experience?
You know, we should let you do the idea thinking around here, and I should just shut it, because that is a splendid idea. I wonder if we could get our drinks to go and do that right now.
Well, I heard
bet
in a
they have.
previous campaign you got a very high Constitution score, so I think you'd be good at it.
Is that your constitution score in your pocket, or you just
Yeah,
happy to see?
yeah. Is that a nat 20?
Yes, Nipsey will just kind of like flex as he says this. Or no, I guess that he wouldn't really flex to show off his constitution. But
No,
I guess
probably
that
not.
is Nipsey, but-
No.
You-
Well,
you
he's still gonna flex his like mind powers and like
Strut his
Perfect.
walk.
You could chug the glass of wine in order to prove your Constitution. Oh, that could be it.
Do you wish to?
Let's see, but it seems like a really expensive glass of wine, and the
Huh?
I feel like everyone would look at me.
It's not like he knows what Constitution is, anyways. So, how many people are on here on the top with us?
You have 3 other tables
Mhm.
that are staffed, and there's a total of like 7. It's a pretty big balcony, as is the tavern.
Are we in a corner? Are we near the middle?
You had a choice of either. There's enough free space that you could get a corner or a middle table.
Okay. Whichever has the fewest amount of people around.
All right, we'll put you in the corner. You also have the best view of the pond, as it's right near the front.
Perf.
Though your talks of buying people did attract one noble's eye.
We're not talking that loud.
Okay, it does not occur.
Yeah, I was
Whatever,
whispering
it doesn't-
about getting away with lying. I was not talking loud.
Hey guys, we're talking some people over here.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, I got you. I got a very good lad here. See his breed. Look at that jaw. Very nice. He's a rifle alpha male, if you will. 20 silvers on the dollar.
I'm not talking about slavery, but they don't know that. Anyways. Right, we probably could do that right now-ish. We have to finish our drinks, and then we might want to, over the side instead of back down. At least one of us. I think it should be you.
You did say you were smart.
You are the smallest one.
noticed.
It's very unlikely they're going to notice you're going missing.
Very true. But once I get down, what are you going to do?
I'm going to walk through like I own the place.
And why is it that I can't do that?
Because we can't both do it. And somebody needs to go over the edge so they don't get suspicious.
I've
I've got disguise self. I can just disguise myself. Go on.
I have another idea.
Lay it on me, big boy.
I could walk underneath your skirt.
Right.
That's the plan, of course.
Right. Maybe if you were a child, but you're just a child-sized man.
I'm not really a plus-size kind of girl. I don't know if the illusion's going to make itself work like that. But I'll tell you what. We can practice that later. We don't want this to be the trial run.
Unless making this the trial run would make it even more exciting.
That's so true. Can you make yourself smaller?
Not until level 2.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're on the second level.
Oh,
Oh, that was good.
but I guess that if we do get caught right now, then that will have to shorten our little adventure. And I am not open to that idea.
Well, we're not shortening the adventure. We're just changing the direction and going to a house of pleasures.
I'm sorry.
And you don't want to do that without me anyways, right?
Of course not.
Right. So it'll just be a brief split apart. We'll meet downstairs, and we'll go find some fun for the day.
Splendid idea. And
Nipsey will just finish his drink
Mhm.
and kind of like I don't you
Is the bar
Um,
spacing on the not the shelf, but the railing? Is the bar casing enough for him to slip out? Are the bars
I'm sorry,
separate
what-
enough on the ship on the
What are you
railing?
trying to do?
The railing?
Yeah, what
the
about it?
balcony? Is there spacing in between bars
Yes.
that hold up the railing enough that for Nipsey to slip through?
Oh, yes, he could easily fit through.
Perfect.
Well,
I'll
Nipsey.
just make sure that I body block him while he does that, and then he can. There you go.
Nipsey's going to look down before he climbs through to see the area
Don't
below
worry,
him.
Josh.
Like the amount of people, other tables, if it's just like the outside, and he can just walk off, or what he's gonna have to do.
There is a pillar on either side of the corner of the balcony that also keeps it up and acts as an aesthetic look. It's intricate wood, and you could slip through the bars and attempt to slide down them.
Nipsey is going to climb down that, but he's only going to go halfway down and kind of stop, but he's going to move down the pillar in a circle so that he can seem as though he went all the way down, and so that Shiska doesn't see him stop halfway through.
Give me a, I guess, athletic check.
Ooh,
Here we go.
Jimmy James.
Here we go. Oh, you're fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're something out of a trapeze artist. You skimmy down the pillar in a dash, and you disappear in the same moment. It looks as if you've actually gone down and already began walking off. But, not quite.
It's just a different looking gnome, halfling, whatever the hell he is.
It almost looks like you merged with another gnome and began walking off.
Whoa.
Whoa. But yes, it is quite smooth.
Alright, I'll finish. Stand over the balcony, take it all in for a minute. This really is some pompous grandioseness. It's nice occasionally, though. Then I'll go back out, and as I go through the doorway, I will disguise self to look like the man who intercepted Nipsey and pointed out his new mark.
Well,
And then I will go back down to the first floor. I'll go through the front door, make a left, and then I'll disguise self immediately.
very nice. As you pass through,
Yeah, I know.
some of the tavern goers give you a bit of a look, as
Of
that
course.
tavern wasn't in so good of a place. They notice you're a little different, but they don't say anything more. Just snotty, upturned noses and a few laughs at your expense.
Uh-huh. Well, someone's expense, that's for sure. And then I'll look for Nipsey.
Nipsey will hear her walk down and out. Like,
Okay.
because that's
Alright.
what I was after, was because I wasn't sure if I trusted her or not, if she was gonna actually do that.
With your -4 to intelligence, you had that thought, did you? I just
Good
like
point.
to I would just like to point that out, Mr. RP.
Impressive thoughts for someone so
Tis
Stupid.
incapable.
stupid.
Stupid man. Alright, then Nipsey will just go walk out and catch up with her.
Oh, there you are. I don't suppose you've ever been here before, have you?
Nipsey will look around, trying to recognize anything.
Yeah, I was here a few minutes ago.
Make a full 360 and
Nice.
just look back at her dumbfounded. No, not once.
All right. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to find a cattery of some sort. I hear they've got both in these richer places.
Just follow the white man, I guess. The rich white man. That's usually where they're going. You could probably look around and see which one has like the most unhappy looking wife. And then we'll follow him.
That's a good idea. That's what a lot of people used to focus on in the caravans.
Yeah, exactly.
It's awfully hard to keep it a secret in a caravan, of course, and the punishment is not so great. But some people make it work.
And in the end, I bet that a majority of these people have enough money that they can just kind of slip it through to the authorities and just boom, problem solved.
And you know what? Especially some of these are so arranged marriages, they probably didn't even consider a prenup.
Man, sometimes these like rich people are just so stupid. Like, I can't imagine anyone that's dumber than they are. Ugh, -4.
You actually hold on. What is your let me check your actual intelligence. What is
It'll
that?
be a 6, I think.
to? You you almost have the intelligence of a fucking dog.
Yeah.
You're barely fucking alive.
Yeah, see, and like I am
How
Fully alive.
roll so goddamn low?
You managed to pass kindergarten and nothing more.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that.
How are you? Oh my god, your wisdom's so
Holy
high. How could you
shit.
be so wise but so fucking dumb?
Because it just so happens that I'm a druid, and so I don't need to be smart. I just need to know what's around me instead. And I'm really fast.
Wait, so we have 2 tiny 3-foot tall druids?
Yep.
Amazing.
It's fantastic. And I have a bird.
And we
You have
both
a
have
bird too?
birds.
Yeah.
That's 2 birds now as well.
And he didn't even burn
Come on.
down his home village, so this is going
I
really well.
know.
Wow.
Impressive. It's
Oh.
fucking impressive.
And what else? My character's kind of stupid, so that
Kind
fits
of,
too.
yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Thematic, yep.
I put more detail into his appearance this time,
Yes.
and I actually thought about it instead of my other ones were like, hey, what do you look like? Blue coat,
Nondescript.
beard. Nondescript male, yeah. Blends in with the crowd,
Yeah.
beard, short brown hair, kind of curly. But anyways.
Yeah, that's a good segue into the next character portion of whoever's next.
Well, Tara, or Seraphina,
Nah?
you were standing outside the tavern this whole time, and as you did, you had a noble also cross your path, or so it seemed. What you finally see under this top hat and nice trim, I must say, is, dare I say, Liam? He comes up to you and whispers in your ear and says, "Nice blending in." And then he struts away. Do you say anything as he leaves, or do you try to stop him or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop him. I say, hey, wait up. What are you doing over here?
As you attempt to talk to him, he yells very loudly, "Oh, a peasant talking to me! Why, I could not be caught dead doing such things." And then he
Nice.
whispers under his breath, "What do you need?"
Forgot why we were looking for him.
He had a job for you guys.
Okay, I was back. I need a job. I need money.
He then,
Ah.
yells for all the crowd to hear, "Money! I would not give a single laurel to a peasant. Do not try me, dear mistress. I am not so easily tamed." And then whispers under his breath, "You know where to find me. 240 Theseus Way. I got a job for ya. Now
What?
go, move, skedaddle.
What?
Make me look bad."
Why are you whispering?
Why are you whispering and then yelling? Like, why?
Yelling, I am doing no such thing, dear madam. I would never be caught dead yelling at a peasant. They're not worth my time.
There you go.
I'm blending in, can't you tell? I'm
This
doing a good job.
this city slicker is really confusing the druid. I gotta say.
Yeah. Very
It's
confusing.
working. That's why you're asking questions.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. It's not backfiring at all.
Mhm. So, I understand where I can find you, but why are you here?
Watch this. He then goes to a pair of nobles talking in the square. They seem to be at a market, procuring a number of goods. There's a jeweler next to them, and they're at a fruit stand. As he approaches, he bumps into one of the men, and it profusely apologizes. He takes his right hand, pats him on the back, and says, "Oh my, I'm so sorry." Here, tries to help him up, bring up his hands. He then rifles through his left pocket, grabbing out a piece of jewelry, putting it back into his own pocket, and then tipping his hat to the man, wishing him a good day. He gives you a side glance and smiles as he leaves. Man's gotta make money somehow.
Okay then.
This guy's works, as you can tell, he's really good. He's super cool. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
He's so much better than you.
He is so much better than you. That's why he's telling you to stop asking questions. He knows what he's doing. You just don't get it. And you don't get it so much, actually, that, in fact, it has been 3 hours, and I think our session is up. But
Okay,
is there
first of all, we
anything else?
started like an hour early.
Yeah. First of all, it's only been 2 hours, but
Yeah, that's very true.
some of us
But-
have
If
to.
people were late,
Let's
you
let's
just have to
let's take a
say
poll.
that there's an earlier start time, and people will show up earlier.
Alright, James,
on
will
time.
you actually be available earlier than 7? Jeremy, sorry.
Or mountain
What's
time.
up? Sorry, I was walking away. I'm not listening to anything that was going on.
Will you be available for times earlier than 7? And
Um,
hopefully this time at 7.
On Sundays,
Yes.
in the morning, yes, but in the afternoon, we always do dinner as a family because everyone's in town on Sunday, and we usually do it from about 5:30 to about 7. A little bit
That's
after.
a long ass fucking dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it.
In any case, you might want to leave the stream.
Alright, we'll stop the stream here. That was fun.
Okay.
Stop the
Indeed.
recording.
See you next week.
That
Woo.
is all I had. I mean, I had a bit more prepped, but we're exploring the city and we're having a good time.
Insert Patreon ad.
Follow me at retro.
Are you offering to insert something? Is that what you're doing right now?
If
Something
you
about
have a
Twitch Prime.
Patreon,
It
or
can
an
be
OnlyFans,
cash.
tell
It doesn't
me.
have to
I'll
be,
take it.
specific few inches. It can